For the 200 pounds.
I'm not sure what they think they're applauding for. Which part of that they're applauding for. So we should lobby the ministers, the government, and all of those who are applauding, you know, people in government. Lobby them and say to them, why don't you extend it via NSFAS to all students who are in need? And the second, he was saying that there should be one price. One price.
Only including meals and no options of only having 14 or 7, which means in practice 0 meals.
That's the option. If you're in applauding for 0 meals. Well, what part of what I inherited when I arrived here was a completely and utterly bankrupt institution. This institution owed the bank 140 million rand when I arrived here. Why? Because this institution did exactly what Keith was suggesting. It said we'll support. And so we've fought our way out of there. Remember, they were going to close UWC, they were going to merge it because it was a bankrupt institution. We've moved past that, and now they've introduced NSFAS. If there are changes to be made, it ought to be made in the NSFAS. It makes it possible for students actually to be able to afford higher education. And that is a Polokwane, post-Polokwane debate. And I will certainly put my penny into the plate, but we must ask all of those with connections. All of those with connections. And I'm not looking at you, Bilakazi, I'm looking at someone behind you. I'm looking at all of you with connections to make sure that that message gets out there. If they are serious about getting students to focus on the academic project, because our country is in desperate trouble with respect to that. And this is one of the ways they can do it, and make it possible for anybody who gets access to university also to be able to be here and to be sustained. I don't want to show you then, and I'm going to have a meeting in the next few weeks with all the student organizations to give them a sense of just how desperate our intellectual challenge is. If within the next 5 or so years we don't get this right, I foresee that this country will drop into an abyss as far as being able to manage itself is concerned. And I will take you through the argument and show you the evidence. It's imperative that university life be taken very, very seriously by everyone within it. And it's imperative that our schools must be taken very, very seriously by everyone within it. And at the moment we are failing desperately. I'll give you one example of this. A recent examination of this province's grade 6s. This province's grade 6s. It's not been published. I don't know if it will ever be published. Revealed that 70% of the grade 6s are reading at below grade 3 level. 70% at below grade 3 level. Now you cannot build a modern culture that can look after itself on that basis. It is absolutely impossible. So unless we get those things right and put the resources behind them to get them right, and education should be at the heart of it, I foresee deep, deep, deep problems awaiting us. And I am glad that I will be dying within the next 10 years or so. I will not have to experience that, but my problem is my children and my children's children will be. So it's a big challenge at a much broader scale that awaits us with respect to this.
Okay, is there a question, a counter?